yes, once again I found myself shackled to the table in my mobile home in England, trying it on with a feisty muse or two. I'd written plays and movies here before, but this one was a little different. This is the one I would finally take to the Edinburgh International Fringe Festival, the largest festival of the arts in the entire world, east or west. A little bit of British air in my lungs might help me set the scene a little better in this story about England's favorite chronicler of times past, William Shakespeare. Sometimes I wrote during the day, though I much preferred the anonymity of the British night. I was in the mountains, after all. Not much goes on around here after the pubs close, except wide open and inky black skies, so clear and dark you might see the other edges of our galaxy. If it's not raining, of course, if it's not chucking down rain in torrents. The wettest spot in England, they call it, not far from here, not far from Grasmere and the Ambleside Cave. It's an old quarry, actually, and as I was mining elusive gemstones of my own, I didn't mind the unconscious irony which brought me to a cave in search of literary carrot and clarity, a touch of melodrama which slightly embarrassed me even though I was only alone. "Oi, Echo," I might have shouted in here on other occasions. On those days, "Oi, Echo" would shout back at me, slightly out of sync. I waited in vain for the day it would call, "Winston." Long nights riding in the caravan. I like that name, caravan, like I could pick it up and carry it away somewhere else, where they put down their pens and sing gypsy songs and dance all night. Hard to believe the day was here already, the day we would all sit down at a table and read for the first time the play we would take to the Edinburgh Festival. They don't allow Naked Flame on stage for the festival without approval from the local agency, the Laird of the Flame, I imagine. So I'm trying these flicker flame light bulbs instead. I felt guilty for focusing on a minor detail in the precise moment before people would begin to arrive. But I knew that if this project were to be a success, not just survive, not just if we pull this one off, but if we were to do it well, if we were to shine, I knew we'd have to pay constant attention to the details. As the first doorbell rang, I shrunk to H.O. size and stood in Vern Stillwell's model of the globe on top of the table in front of me. I whispered, "Oh, for a muse of fire." Rules of the house, you guys. There are no rules. Let's have some fun. The bathroom is there. The light switch is to the right there, and it turns on the tape recorder, which has Handel's water music on it, so you know that.
If you don't want anybody to hear you go into the bathroom.
Because they're thin walls. So just punch the play thing there. So I told Brandon already that there's going to be this is going to be a very filmic interpretation of a play, you guys. There'll be a lot of underscoring. Brandon was going to write the score to this, and there'll be a lot of underscoring while we're talking on stage. The key to underscoring on stage is to get the mix just right with the music, so it doesn't drown us out, and yet so that we can hear the beautiful music. And so many people said for Mixed Company too how much they appreciated the underscoring of the play, didn't they? Yeah. Okay, any questions about any of your characters or anything? Chuck, who's this character and what play is he from?
Ooh, that's good.
Can you whip through that real fast?
You want to?
That would be good. I hate that.
The Fool, typecast again.
Typecast.
Yeah.
Okay.
But this is the Lear Fool, yes, Mickey. So, and this is your big scene. You finally get on stage. Will tells you to get the hell off.
My big scene is playing a fool. How do you like it? It wasn't lost on me.
Will tells you to get off, and you say, "No, I'm not going to get off." So, and we take it from there. The one who's the least real, I'll give you more latitude on this one, is your weird sister, Mary Kay, because you were over the top on that, and I'll let you go on that one. No, because it was so wonderful. I wanted to bring you down last time. I just didn't have the heart. It was too good. But I probably, if you go over the top, I will bring you down a little bit. This has got to be real, you guys. It's got to be real, even though it's a dream and all that. Dark Lady, the Dark Lady of the Sonnets, familiar? She's a historical character, even though no one knows who she is. Shakespeare wrote a lot of his sonnets to a so-called Dark Lady. And a lot of his descriptions are
of this Dark Lady. And there are 4 or 5 possibilities. Academics, scholars just research all this stuff. And there are 4 or 5 real living possibilities as to who the Dark Lady was. No one knows for sure. No, she's not. Okay.
Viola and Viola.
And Viola.
I'm Robin Goodfellow and Viola from Twelfth Night. Or Viola from Twelfth Night.
I know the play.
Well then,
So you're a hybrid then?
whatever can you mean?
Or a freak of nature?
I'm nothing of the
I've
sort.
heard of the likes of you.
Of course you have. I'm famous.
If you say so.
My love, my lady.
What man art thou that thus bescreened in night so stumblest on my counsel?
With love's light wings did I o'erperch these walls, for stony limits cannot hold love out.
We mean, is it not odd that you haven't finished us yet?
Finished you.
We want to know the rest of our story, Master Will. It's been a wonder so far,
It's a wonder.
especially the swordplay, Will. I am Fortune's fool. Take that, Prince of Cats, and that. Ha!
Isn't he wonderful?
Yes.
But then what? What happens next?
Not for you to know.
You always say that.
Romeo,
He does. It's not for you to know.
peace.
A good actor, Will. The one who plays me. I feel the murder in his flesh. Every time he plays me, I feel him creeping quietly down the corridor to Duncan's bedroom, past the sleeping grooms, into his cell without a sound. I kneel over him and slowly, silently raise the dagger. Do you hear me, Will? Do you hear me, Will? Tasty.
You see?
Benedictus?
What?
Tasty?
Nothing like a good piece of meat.
I beg your pardon.
Prime cut. Eh, Will? Know what I mean?
Are you referring to me?
Filet mignon. What? What?
That was so funny I forgot to laugh.
Excuse me, madam. This is my segment.
Madam,
Miss.
Miss,
Strumpet, crumpet, cheesecake, skirt, I'm talking here.
maybe you need an attitude adjustment.
Just had one yesterday, thanks. Now, if you'll take your seat, please, madam.
Madam,
Well, sir, then.
where I come from, we don't tolerate that kind of talk.
Let me guess. Forest of Eid Arden. Roswell, New Mexico. Orlando, Florida. Will, make her go away.
Say, Will,
Yes, Roz?
shall I dispatch this little son of a bitch?
I wish you wouldn't, Roz.
Oh, and you are?
Right. Very funny. Now, come on, everybody.
Now, wait a minute. Like all actors, I'm sure you, if I looked at all your script, you'd have scratched out all the parenthetical
Oh, I saw that.
things. But anyway, what does snick sound like, Mickey? I've given you a challenge here.
Oh.
Yeah.
I read it, but I didn't know what you meant.
Yeah, good question. I think we're working on it. No, I think it's something like.
You should have said snort, snort then.
Well, you're right.
I don't know.
You're right. You're right. But now I wrote it very specifically, Mickey. So I'm not going to give you much liberty here. Where if it says 3 snicks, take 3. If it says 1, take 1. Because it is rhythmical. It is rhythmical. Because sometimes I want the audience to be waiting for the snick and it doesn't come. You know what I mean? So we establish the snick, but then we take it away from them. And then we punctuate it only because one snick too many and we ruin the joke. You know what I mean? It's true. It's true.
It's very snick specific.
Exactly.
Seinfeld.
But try it with the story, Mickey. You're right. I should have said that.
Oh, we're sick of this business. We're not people anymore. We're just commodities.
We never were people, Ariel.
What?
We never were people, Ariel.
Well, maybe not, but at least we were characters. We were a dramatis personae. Dramatis personae. We were dramatis personae. Now we're just flipping coffee mugs and picture puzzles.
And panties.
No.
Between the best cracks in Brazil.
Oh my gosh. We can trust you, can't we, Bee?
Me? Of course you can trust me.
We can trust you, can't we, Bee?
Yeah.
It says just checking.
You've gotten scary in your old age, Ariel.
Could she be kind of like a jumper?
I think she can go in and out. If you want to
Okay.
make
As long as you're consistent with it. Mary Kay, if you made a bit out of this, in other words, if you could come up with 6 or 7 of those things that we're all so familiar with, like you did twice in this bit, if you can come up with 5 or 6 more, I'd say you could use that as a leitmotif. You could go into that. Yes.
So she is an Aries.
Yeah. Exactly.
Or an
so
Aries spirit.
Mary Kay, you've done it twice. Come up with 4 or 5 more, and you're in business here.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah.
I interest you in a Joan of Arc doll, complete with pyro? Pyro. It burns up. No, one time only. Not reusable. $59.95 American.
I hardly know ye.
You know me.
Oh, sweet William.
And you do something affectionate, play with his hairs.
Sweetest lad in the country.
It's the sweetest lad in county.
County.
That's not a typo. That's how they talked back then.
I do it right about 40% of the time.
Oh, well, good. We'll look forward to that.
Okay. The sweetest lad in county.
I'm home twice a year. On your next line, and you're never home, Will. You're always here. Cross down left.
Oh, no, you're home never, Will. You're always here. When you sit in our garden, your lips move with strange words and oaths, and you're carried back here, back to London.
I'm written out. Help me home soon.
You'll never be home.
What would you have of me? Now, on this one, you get a piece of paper, probably in your bodice, in your décolletage, and you pull out a sonnet that he's written to the Dark Lady. And you unfold it as you say, I would have this of you, sweet William, and you cross up center as you do that, Marty.
That was so funny, I forgot to laugh.
Uh-oh.
Excuse me, madam. This is my segment.
Madam?
Miss.
Miss?
Strumpet, crumpet, cheesecake, skirt, I'm talking here.
Okay, you do it cross to the stage, Roz, yep.
Maybe you need an attitude adjustment.
Just had one yesterday, thanks. Now, if you'll take your seat, please, madam.
Madam?
Well, sir, then.
Where I come from, we don't tolerate this kind of talk.
Okay, and Roz, do yourself a favor, open yourself up.
Don't stand directly
Yeah,
in front
yeah.
of me.
You would have figured that out yourself, but just cross up to there or something like that. Yes, to open
So
yourself up.
I'm
yeah.
actually going onto the stage.
Yeah, I think so. We're not sure, you guys, and it'll change for every house. Just
Okay.
yeah.
I got a little Harley bicycle. Looks like a little Harley, push a little button and it makes the sounds of a Harley Davidson. It's a pedal bicycle.
Would
Little
he
kids.
would he have been able to carry it up some stairs?
Oh yeah.
All right.
Oh, yeah.
Bring it in, Dave. This will be too cool. This will be too cool.
Action going in your suitcase.
Because then your bike can be your staging area rather than have to. I wasn't comfortable with actually seeing it happen in front of you. You're too close to us. Jeremy's too close. You're performing like Carrot Top. You got to have your room. So you're too close to us on the table, Jeremy. So, Dave, this will work.
What will we do in place? I mean, because it's a little too big to break down and haul with us.
To Edinburgh?
Well, I'll bring it in.
All right.
If we can safely.
Well, you can carry it, Dave. Any ideas for props and stuff? Whoever comes up with them carries it.
Nice.
Shut my mouth.
All of a sudden, no new ideas came.
Damn, I just sold that bike. I forgot all about it. My God.
I think when the melee ensues, we're there to try to pull them apart.
So it's a little sooner than right at the bottom.
Yes, I think right when the melee starts, everyone jumps to pull them apart. So you guys got that? Right when the melee ensues. Good. Right when the melee ensues, we'll be trying to pull you apart, right at the very beginning, not at the bottom of the page, but right away. But to little effect, you guys will be going at it. Yeah.
That does it.
I'll teach you some respect, you little cheat.
Help, she's gonna kick my ass.
Kicking is too good for you, you little worm.
Whoa, twerp.
Hey, come on. Okay, that's ad-libs, that's rhubarbs, okay. And we do manage to pull them apart here, okay? Someone get on Roz over there.
I was over there.
Okay,
Get my
good.
script, okay.
And I've got Jeremy here. Okay, so
we're holding you back, and it's this sort of thing where you're trying to get away. And so you take these next 4 lines, you guys, in that mode. Do it. Go ahead.
You idiot.
You baby.
You moron.
You wimp.
You
And
girly
then
girl.
A slight pause, because you're thinking of the worst thing you can say to Rosalind, and the worst thing you can say to Rosalind is,
yeah.
you girly girl. So just a slight pause there, Jeremy.
Okay.
Because you're thinking of just the worst thing to say, and then you say it, you girly girl. And then erupt again, okay. So let's take it from you idiot.
You idiot.
You baby.
You moron.
Wimp.
You girly girl.
Yes. Pause.
me-
And then you erupt again.
me
Okay, other stop, cut it out. And Autas's got a line.
You want a piece of me? Come on.
Okay, Guildenstern, you enter upright. Oh, okay, yeah.
That wasn't hard at all.
But you
All this acting stuff.
I was worried what attitude you would have.
Oh my, what have I done? Oh my. Right here.
Yeah, you don't have to move much.
Okay.
Yeah, that's it. I was just going to suggest that, yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Tone down a little, of course.
Or at least a lower pitch.
Oh my, what have I done? Oh my.
Are they dead?
Get real.
I mean, no, of course not. What did you do, Ariel?
What did I do? I'll tell you. What did I do? Oh my.
He'll be furious.
Oh, oops.
Ariel, can I get up now?
Huh? Do it. Do it. Do it or I'll cast a spell on you. I'll make you crawl on your belly like a reptile.
Okay, lighten up, will you?
Yeah.
Sorry. I'm a little tense.
Here, we'll use this.
Perfect. Great.
Oh, and then we
Oh,
go
and I
right
do it.
down to you.
Oh, I'm sorry. Here, we'll use this pulled out dog collar. Ties his hands. Scratch the behind him, you guys. You just tie his hands in front of him as he lays on the ground. And it's a dog collar. Yeah, that's it. Edit this in, would you please? Here, we'll
Well,
use
that
this.
gives
Oh, and then
time
she
to come
reads the
down.
tag, right? She reads the tag, a winter's
So
tail
Ricky,
dog
write in,
collar.
If you would, what is it? And then, Marty, your line is a winter's tail dog collar. What?
Okay.
Back off.
Back off. That's just very gay.
No, I'm just looking from their viewpoint. And I'm like, that must look so funny. It's like growing on my ear or something, you know? It's like,
And then the phone bit.
oh, that's right.
Joe.
Just my voicemail.
Okay. On this one, Kate, you reach your hand to me. Yep. And then I go, just 1 minute. I'll be with you in a minute. I've got to... And then make sure I get here typing first, Kate, before you lower your hand. Right?
Okay.
So you raise your hand to me, and I'm going to take just a beat.
It's just my voicemail, and then I moved back. Oh,
Yeah, that's it. You clear, Mary Kay, don't you? Yeah, you clear. Yeah. That's good, because then you're not stepping on this little moment here. Okay. And then I just go like this. I'll just be 1 moment. So just let me start typing, and then you drop your hand, Kate. Good. And then he decides, he gets his head screwed on, right? Okay. And then he goes, Joan, you know computers, don't you?
I handled Canada for you in the 80s.
See what you can do, will you?
Sure thing.
And then do clear, Mary Kay. And then I'll go like this to you, but you don't take my hand.
Okay.
You then give me your hand, palm up. And then I put my hand in yours, and you lead me off. And our kudos to Donna McKenna, because I sprung this on her. She was, of course, preparing to have costumes ready for our opening, which is, the Sunday before we open. And I said, hey, Donna, we're having a photo call, blah, 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 blah. So in the midst of her preparing for the Ren Fair, the Silver Leaf thing, she agreed to do this. She just did it without even grumbling or even raising an eyebrow. So thank you very much, Donna.
You a beard,
Yeah, at least.
Pretty fluffy.
Okay, what we'll do, you guys, is just go through these in quick succession. We will do Puck and Kate, I Could Vex You.
That's it, I quit.
You discovered Chuck's secret.
It's a good job for you.
Chuck likes to
Yeah.
Reading a book of
Official
logarithms.
candle lighter.
A Polish book of logarithms with cheat sheets.
Hey, where's the cheat sheet? There, go to the first page there.
This one, you mean?
Cheat sheet.
The or A? Cheat sheet.
Want back here lit up as well?
Please, Dave. Yeah.
Well, at least you're smart about it. That's smart.
Don't forget to pack this book.
That's right.
Oh, heck.
Okay. Okay. So on this one,
Did you lose the back?
No, there isn't a back. They're just they're just hanging there.
Oh,
I figured if I
but
didn't move.
If you don't move, they'll be okay.
So Mary Kay, take your I could vex you position, and we'll see what that looks like. Yeah. I could vex you, and then Kate, you look at her. Let's see what that looks like.
I could vex you.
Okay, get your faces much closer to each other. Yeah.
I believe you
Hold it right
could.
there. Good.
Sorry, blinking. Woo.
No, that's okay. That's okay.
I could vex. Whoop. I could vex you.
Okay, Kate, look here, though. I know it's something asking you to do something. Yeah. And Mary Kay, look at Kate. I could vex you.
I could vex.
Okay, Mary Kay, put your face more behind Kate so that you're looking. Yeah, so I see more of your face. Okay.
Like that?
Yeah, just like that. I could vex you. Let's take it from there. Let's see what that looks like.
I could vex you.
I believe you
Yeah,
could.
good. That's it. Okay. Because Richard's got that highlight.
It's worth the loss.
How's that?
Be careful, he's got 2 daggers.
That's better, yes. Okay, attitude. Mary Kay, you had a good attitude into the camera here. That was good. Could you get both of them up there without blocking anyone?
Things hurt.
Oh.
There we go.
earrings going,
I'm not hurting you.
Earrings
It's the shoulder thing. It pulls.
But put your body this way, though, Kate, and just turn your head to here, yeah.
So both
Good.
elbows?
Yep, yep,
You're
yeah.
gonna want to fix
yeah,
your earring
Yeah. Mickey, let's see what points is going to look like.
this way.
How's that?
I'll tell you what,
Or you want to
Sarah,
head up?
Sarah, you have to, which way to get more light on your face, Frank?
Right now, it's good.
Okay, stay right there, Sarah, only just your eyes to the camera.
That's what
Okay.
We got it. Okay. Everybody else ready?
Mhm.
3.
Richard, you look like
1, 2, 3. What a great bunch of attitudes.
Is that it? Okay, next shot coming up. Be looking at Richard, and then now, as if you're just, and Richard, you continue to look at her when she does this, as if you're just swirling. You just look at the camera. Look at the camera, right? Yeah, right there.
Okay. Oh, that's beautiful.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
Stay there. I gotta get that too. Great. Now look at me, you guys. Both of you look at me. Hold it. Hold it. Almost done. Okay, get that. Ooh, yeah, hold it right there. A little bit less. Ooh, Jeremy, a little bit less. Hold it. Oh, that's it right there. Cool, thank you.
Mama, pretend I'm looking at him.
You're
you
right into
over
the
there.
camera. You're right into the camera.
Sorry.
I'm not moving anything on you.
Oh no, I'm just warning them.
Okay.
Just remember it says down with the tape measure around the neck.
Okay, don't cover too much of his mouth.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Jeremy.
That's even better.
Whose shot is this?
Just below his chin. Don't break the line of his lips. Put this part of your hand above his chin even further. Yeah. But extend your fingers, Sarah. Yeah, but don't cover his mouth. Yeah. 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 Shoot that.
Okay.
Look here. Look here. Right here.
Okay, hold
Right here.
it. All right, we're just gonna keep shooting here.
Big smile. Ah.
Okay, great.
Again. Ah.
Ah!
Don't move. Don't move.
Okay, hold it. Okay.
Okay, now face this way. Face this way.
See you, Dave.
Face this way. See you, Dave.
Take care, everybody.
See you, Dave.
Okay. And do the same thing. Do the same thing. Only turn your head to Frank. Now turn your face to Frank. Damn. Ah.
Great.
Again.
Great, I love
Ah.
it. Okay, good. Good.
Ah!
1, 2, 3.
Yeah, you got it. Do
Oh, I
it again.
hope I do.
All right. So go ahead and strike your pose.
Sa!
1, 2, 3.
Oh, hey, Mickey, right after we shoot this,
Oh, shit. Oh, so we might as well. Yeah, might as well.
It's an actor's life for me, a life of dreams and hopes, and nights spent behind the scenes addressing envelopes.
Vera Detmers. That name sounds familiar. Douglas and Shirley DeYoung.
If success lies in the details, then the mundane must follow close behind. I was determined to find a way to perform our play locally so that Kalamazoo could see how we would represent them, like it or not, on the world stage. We were pleased to be offered the opportunity to perform on the stages of 3 of our local theaters before we hit the high road to Scotland. We'd sneak preview and post-view the play at the Civic, API, and Whole Art theaters. So we had to get the word out, hence time spent addressing postcards instead of rehearsing.
No, I know I didn't today. Okay. Margaret Flynn. Diane Forster. Mary Haveman. Julie Hayes.
But the poster-sized reprint of Frank Dehe's photo of us kept staring us in the face, as if to say, we can handle it, crank it up another notch, we're going to do this thing, bring it on.
Connie Herder. Toma Hitler. Irene Gilbert.
It raineth every day.
Say no. For the rain. That's a 4th. For the rain it. That's a 3rd, I know, but it's a 4th to get there.
Oh, for the rain. That's a 4th, yeah. Yeah, that's a 4th. Well, think of that, but that's not really, that's more like a 5-1. 5-1. Mm-hmm. Because we're in that key, we're going to G, we're going here. This is our destination.
A foolish thing was but a toy, for the rain it raineth every day. For the rain it raineth every day.
But that's all what our play is done.
And we'll strive to please you every day. Strive to please you every day.
Every day.
Which what mean?
I guess we're gonna.
But I'll try.
We're doing the melody, so we need help with the melody.
Come, man.
And there.
Let's just sing.
Let's just sing in unison.
In unison, the final verse.
Oh.
A great while ago the world began, with hey-ho, the wind and the rain. But that's all when our play is done. We'll strive to please you every day. We'll strive to please you every day.
Somebody should go up. Somebody should go up at the end.
Yeah. It's going to feel like harmony. It's just a displaced
Yeah, it's just an octave, but it really,
Maybe Sarah can.
at least on the last time, somebody should go up.
And you know, we could just to the next.
Every day, just right up to the same. It's the same note. It's just an up and octave. I don't mind. I mean, right now I'm working right up into the time that I come down here, and unless I want to do in the morning, if we're all professional,
Yeah.
I can show up on time. I hope.
You guys know to call me if you're going to be late or whatever. One person we haven't introduced, Stewie. That's Brandon's wife, Stewie, in the background. Stewie, this is everybody. Especially tonight. I've been told by Mickey that this is in my face, so we will lose this.
I think that's a wonderful idea.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I was worried about other things, but so far the sight lines seem to be okay. Yep.
Can we go and say 15? Sure. Does that give everybody enough time to finish getting themselves ready?
Can we check your mic really quick, Chuck?
Yep.
Get that down?
Let's go check Chuck's mic.
That way you have a chance to play with those effects too really quick.
Yeah.
I have not actually.
Because I want to take a minute break.
Graves at my command have waked their sleepers, oped, and set them forth by my so potent art. I liked it when it was up. Good echo effect. Check 1, 2, 3. Graves at my command have waked their sleepers, oped, and let them forth by my so potent art. Blow, you winds, and crack your cheeks. Now is the very witching time of night. Dozens of things to think about before we open tomorrow. Lights, sound, and all around. As Randon tweaked the mix of his soundtrack, we all set about our business, some crucial, some artistic, some idiosyncratic actor stuff. The Civic main stage was feeling better now as we tried to warm up the cavernous hall with soft goods and eloquence. I had no doubt that we would crank up the play to fill this space, but I knew it would be a real challenge to stay true to the subtleties of the piece we were performing. Always an issue when you mount a word-driven play in a big house like this. The night before opening, and one more detail to polish, I took Frank's photos and cut them up into a collage, which would also serve as the poster art in Edinburgh itself. Late that night, I performed a shadow play of what we've been doing the past 4 weeks. I cut up a body of raw material, rearranged and positioned it into a sum I hoped would be far greater than its individual parts, a transformation of page to stage, a work of art. If no one likes it, is it still art? If everyone likes it, is it art at all? Well, the day had finally arrived, after the dreaming and the scheming, after the planning and scamming, after the blood and sweat, but no tears. Tears are for amateurs. We were ready to show our stuff to the paying public. But as generous as the Civic staff had been, they were unwilling to schlep up and change the sign on South Street to announce our show. Can't blame them. But what the hell, it would have been a real treat to see it on the big marquee, so with a little help from a special effects generator, let's see if we can remedy that situation. Okay, let's see here, a little bit more. To the right. Okay, Shakespeare's Longest Night, even bigger than it might have been. Never underestimate guerrilla video. Okay, back on track. Pulling up to that handsome edifice of Indiana limestone built by W.E. Upjohn to keep his actress daughter at home. I love the front of this building. Look at that. Circus tent theme and all. And that last shot was for effect. We park in the back. Look at the sign they did put up for us. Thanks, Civic. Looks great. Getting a little nervous now. Used to be I contemplated walking right past the theater at times like this. Where's Chuck? He's on in 5 minutes. He went for a walk. Where to? Cleveland. Can't afford self-doubt when you've set a juggernaut like this in motion. Too many people involved. Mr. Bentley has canceled his one-man show this evening, Shakespeare and Me, because he's stretching his legs in Cleveland. Can't do that with a group of people involved. Just as well. I wonder if I could convince them all to... Never mind. Focus on the task at hand. Goodbye, doubts and fears. Farewell, dull care. Arrivederci, stage fright. Bon voyage, ship of fools. How did I talk these people into this? Blame Mary Kay for that. She told me about James Mallinson and his connections in Edinburgh. She told me about Marty and Richard and Sarah and Jeremy, and she's married to Mickey, blast her. Where is she? Walking to Cleveland, I suppose. Notes, notes, more notes to read, more things to do. Ah, the kitchen, the place at the Civic where the actors and techies gather before and during the show, and reputations rise and fall at the whim of the speaker. Looks like I escaped clean this time. And upstairs, it's the trusty crew hard at work, the men and women in black setting up for the show.
We exist in shadow, work in secret.
Seeing as men in black.
Yeah, he keeps saying that.
So we just want a couple of these.
Hold that down. You ever put these in here in some order?
Well, I don't know. That's why I was kind of waiting till.
I'll just let him do
Yeah.
that.
I'll pull it off stage though, and at least get it out of the way.
Better return the candles.
Checking props and set pieces. Lots of history for me here in this place. First set foot on this stage 27 years ago. Shed lots of tears here in my early days, when I was still an amateur. When I still thought that if we all just pulled together, we could achieve greatness and maybe even change the world a little for the better. Before I learned to watch my back and bite my tongue and avert my eyes and cover my ears and shut it, zip it, shut up my mouth. I used to think practitioners of theater art would be wiser and more sensitive, more caring and giving than other people, than the mere mortals we study and portray.
Oh, okay. And she also was a close-up on me. She knows where her friends were.
And right now I couldn't feel happier or more secure with this group of talented and trustworthy individuals. Because talent is one thing, but trust and integrity are quite another. And performing locally is one thing, but traveling with someone and living amongst each other for quite a time is quite another as well. I feel delighted and honored to be involved with this group of people, as I have with most of those I've worked with. I shouldn't be so hard on us theater people. Maybe we're no better than other members of our society. At least we're no worse than the average group of plumbers or nurses or teachers, I guess. As I said, I'd put this cast and crew high on the list of decent human beings, no question.
Is it effective? It's very effective.
This is that, you know, you can do that fake stained glass stuff. It's paint. Okay. And you just kind of smear it, and it's clear enough so that it's thin. I should have done more of these because these look pretty shiny from out there.
No, it looks like glass. Yeah.
Glass. Old glass,
It is very
yeah.
effective. Yes, old glass, a nice old
Yeah.
organic type flowing glass, you know.
But I think we're not gonna be able to get these to Edinburgh. You know, I sort of made it so I could unscrew it and roll it up. But we're not gonna have time to hang it someplace in Edinburgh because, you know, we probably have 2 minutes.
Oh, that's true. You're going to be in and out of that space.
Yeah.
And then somebody else is there.
Well, everything's in place, on stage, backstage, front of house. Now we're going to see if anyone's going to come here, now in the middle of summer, with art fairs and beaches and long days and warm weather to contend with.
What he does is tells me 10 minutes to house open, 5 minutes to house open, house open.
That's right, you gotta know on this end
Yep.
what they're doing up there.
And when we're ready to start the show, we tell them.
I'm not expecting to get rich this weekend, but I would like to help defray everybody's cost on this trip. This is a benefit performance after all, and everybody's paying their own way, and I'll be spending several $1,000s more than everybody for the production. Hell, I'll be happy just to make up my production expenses for this weekend. This says it all right here. A lot of emotive power up there on that collage. And Jeremy couldn't portray the operative effect any better. Bring it on. We're ready. We're pumped. We're here. Bring it on.
I'll hear no more of it.
But sir, he's come.
Tell him I'm incapacitated for the moment. Tell him he'll have my pages in the morning.
Will you take your meal?
Just wine. Bring me my wine.
Have you finished another then?
As good as. I've one small scene yet to enact.
What's it called? Sleep tonight, write tomorrow.
I play tomorrow.
Happens it'll rain tomorrow. Mary says it'll rain tonight.
I'll play in the rain.
Who will you play tomorrow? In the rain.
Jakeways. I'll be Jakeways.
Let's wake him.
Oh,
Oh, don't you touch him.
Oh, why not? I'm tired of watching over him, always hunched over his little desk, always sucking on his poisoned chalice. I'm tired of haunting his memories. Let's pick up the pace a little. This scene's as thick as treacle. Let's have him look us in the eye, face to face.
Now, stay away from him. I never knew he should have killed you off at the end.
Snipe, you imp!
Oh, your mouth is like a gutter. You're a snipe. I abhor.
You're hurting me.
Oh, my.
You little bug. I'll squash you like a New World tomato.
Oh, you tricked me.
Tricking the trickster, my specialty. Do you really think I let that village idiot have his way with me? Oh, Petruchio, it is the moon. Yes, Petruchio, it's the bloody sun.
You're hurting me.
Good.
Stop.
No.
Please.
No.
You're hurting me.
Get used to it.
Enough of this caterwauling! Enough, I say!
He's awake.
We were wondering.
What we mean is, well, is it not odd that you haven't finished us yet?
Finished you.
We want to know the rest of our story, Master Will. It's been a wonder so far.
Where's the wonder?
Especially the sword play, Will. I am Fortune's fool. Take that, Prince of Cats, and that. Ha!
Wonderful.
Yes.
But then what? But what happens next?
It's not for you to know.
You always say that.
Romeo.
He does. It's not for you to know.
Please.
Mercutio dead, Tybalt dead, Paris dead. Everyone who ever touched you, boy. And finally, Juliet and her Romeo, dead.
Well said.
Truth is always the best.
Next time, Will, do it yourself.
Oh, I hated that word. How awful a place to orphan me from birth. London. My mom would tell me to wait for you. To wait for word from you, but when you came, you were always still too far away.
You loved me, Hamnet.
To be or not to be.
Hamnet,
The river is wide at Clopton Bridge.
you loved me.
A fall from a tree would not go amiss.
Hamnet,
To end the heartache
what the heck?
and 1,000 natural shocks.
You loved me.
The flesh is heir to.
Hamnet.
I loved you ever.
That's strange. He's always here for me. I meant no offense.
I'm not offended.
What do you suppose this means?
It means, dear lady, whatever it means. And it's not for the likes of us to know. Every time I do this, I've got to think about this. Every time I do this, I've got to do this. Every time I do this, I've got to stab, 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 over and over and over and over. Ah, ah, ah. You didn't know that, did you, Will? You didn't know the gory details of this regicide, did you?
Sweet William. Sweetest lad in county.
I'm home twice a year.
Oh, Will, no, you're never home. You're always here. When you sit in our garden, your lips move with strange words and oaths, and you're carried back here, back to London.
I'm written out. I'll be home soon.
Oh, you'll never be home, Will.
What would you have of me?
That, sir, which serves and seeks for gain and follows but for form,
Leave me.
will pack when it begins to rain and leave thee in the storm.
Leave me!
Why may a dog, a horse, a rat have life, and I have no breath at all?
You have struck it, fool! You have struck it! To be or not to be, that is the question, yes! Look, fool, yes! Look, yes, there you are, fool, there you are! To be or not to be, then, eh?
I will leave you now.
Yes, leave me now.
I will leave you to sleep.
Yes, leave me to sleep. And come to me no more.
I will come no more. Never, 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 never.
Good night, Father.
Sleep well. May God be with you. We'll be back. We'll be back.
Well, last weekend at the Civic was a great success for us. We didn't pay for our trip, but what the hell, we weren't run out of town either. And this weekend we gear up again for 2 performances at the API Theater. It's a wonderful opportunity to play this show in 4 different venues, each with their own somewhat specific audiences. Great opportunity to adjust our playing to suit a large house or a small, an older demographic or a younger, an American audience or a British and European. Because I wrote this play with both the American and British in mind. I can only hope that I covered all the bases, and the wickets for that matter, and made a cross-cultural work of art instead of a half-assed play that works completely in neither country. I love this collage. It's almost like being on the road, adjusting our set and playing area to fit the space. We paid Chris Perkins at the Civic to devise a beautiful lighting plot for our show, and we're very lucky this weekend because we can basically plug in the lights they set up for the show they just closed, the John Reeves designed and directed production of Three Musketeers. And we're in good hands here at API because Reeves holds court in the tech arena, and he's always good for a refocused light or a sword repair or a severed head or two.
Candles, even though we can't light them unless we get the fire marshal's permission. They're weird over there.
But it's in a church. Don't you think they'll have some things like
Okay, that's cool. Nothing's really changed there.
Nothing really changed, except for the, except I like it.
It's Xenophobia, the warrior princess.
It's my one moment to really pretend, so.
Oh, when are you going to start?
You're playing the weird sister.
Oh, there you go. Yes.
Richard's favorite prop.
He played Macbeth.
He was that.
Oh, that's right.
He was the one who lost his head in that show, yes.
Oh, that's the head, yeah.
My God. You know something?
He limped around with a screwed up ankle for weeks.
I still remember that.
I would hope so.
Are you disturbed by that right now?
I've never seen, well, I mean, I saw it.
You saw it briefly.
Like back that way, but
Yeah.
I've never seen it as such.
Yeah.
That's
It's
wonderful.
better when the blood's fresh and dripping, but
Well, yeah.
Of course, anything would be.
but yeah, anything's better with the blood fresh.
And he's better fresh.
Just give you pause.
No, Mr. Customs Man, it's just it's prop for the Edinburgh Festival.
Right. He's gonna like that.
Hi, Chuck.
Is that in your job description, Bob?
Yes, this is my job description, yes. Is shoveling up after the dog.
Of course.
That's right. That's right.
Thanks for the opportunity, Bob.
Thank you. Good job. I enjoyed it.
Thank you.
Have fun.
We'll try.
Well, I'll get to business. Do you still get asthma inhalers? Yeah, and this is being captured on camera for posterity. You seem to understand what I'm talking about.
This is confidential.
Uh-oh.
Okay.
There's the
See
guy.
this?
There's that guy, always in the background, always in the scene. Oh my gosh, is that your countdown thing?
That's my countdown.
Too cool. Too cool, Jeremy. It started at 100?
Started at 100.
Cool.
Yep.
So yeah, Richard and I could probably use one. We're doing
Right after he says, "No, not of," exclamation. So that happens fast again. I mean, usually what I've been doing with that is I've just been, pulling
The
out.
drawback to all this, we've got to remember, is the fact that I may be the only one doing all this.
Right, so you may have to switch.
So all these visuals, we're going to go right out the window. I'm going to go strictly on their word.
Right,
Because
and that'll work, too.
if I'm sitting back, we're running a light board, because there's also 3 light cues that all happen in that same
You can
little
you can run
sequence.
those with your feet, can't you?
So
Oh boy, it's the day before we leave. Dave's getting last-minute sound cue info from Randon because Dave will be running the whole shebang in Edinburgh, lights and sound. I was making last-minute dubs of some video or other to take care of my customers before I left for the trip. A million things to attend to. As I shoved tapes into the VCRs, I seriously wondered if we would ever get out of town.
Run it all the way through till.
I shouldn't have worried. We were stuck at the airport with no end in sight. But spirits were high.
So, they're very neat. It's major categories like they overbooked, so they'll pay for it.
It's my castle. It's my castle.
Let's see.
It's really small. I probably should blow it out.
Your castle or the pictures? It's really small.
Both.
Oh.
But see, it's kind of like off in this peninsula.
Oh, it's on Mull.
I guess, right?
on the island. It's on the Isle of Mull.
Mull, yeah.
Wow.
Those are the 4
Yeah, see what this says here?
Beautiful.
The world's first documented tartan.
Wow.
Cool.
So I'm not sure when we get to whatever we'll find. I'd love to find something like that for my dad.
Oh,
Or
yeah.
myself, too.
Oh, definitely.
Yeah, probably.
And then if you decide you just like it, you can wipe it away.
We having fun yet?
Well, we're trying. Looks like we are. Well, actually, I'm gonna go try to.
is that all you have left?
I got one big one over there, but I'll get it.
Well, that's it. Flight's canceled. We'll try to get reassigned to another airline and another flight tomorrow. Oh well, the joys of travel. The glamour, the uncertainty, the hassle. There were 11 of us to accommodate on another flight the next day. 7 actors, Dave and Donna as tech support, and Tim and Nate came along with us as 2 potential guaranteed audience members in Edinburgh.
Try.
See if the taxi people are there.
It's now the next day, and things are looking up. We're on our way to Brussels. Yeah, Brussels, the only place we could fly to in Europe today. Oh well, at least we'll be heading in the right direction. At least we'll have some Belgian waffles and chocolates, right? Well, not unless we can get them at the airport, because that's where we'll be stuck. But hey, we were on our way, or getting ready to be on our way, or thinking about it anyway.
Oh gosh, that weird lady's sitting right in front of me.
Did you guys see? That's nice. Smaller than normal?
Yeah, what do you want? You're okay.
Is it really smaller than normal?
Yeah, we're in carriage. We're in steerage.
What did we drive? What were we in before?
Oh, we were in first class last time, right?
Oh, yeah.
We are off at last, and it's about time, a day late, heading not to Glasgow but to Brussels, and then London, and only then Glasgow, Scotland. Everybody seems to be coping rather well, lots of distractions being employed, just as well. It'll be over 8 hours flight time, then another few hours in Brussels, then who knows how long in London. But first, it's cocktail hour at 30,000 feet.
Outside.
Stuck in Brussels. The baggage handlers are on strike. We're told it'll be 7 or 8 hours before we're able to fly out with or without our luggage. But we're hanging in there. No whining yet. No vague references to mutiny or insurrection. There it is, our plane. Now, if we could only get on it, we'd be a lot happier. We stared dazedly out of the window, looking for any sign of our luggage being loaded on board. It's only been 7 hours or so, but apparently the supervisors have to schlep the bags on board because of the strike. Clean underwear is looking doubtful tonight. What are these people laughing about? Coming into London from over the sea, flying in a big airliner. Clouds are flying everywhere around the wings. Could we ever get much higher? This was definitely worth the price of admission, and the long wait in line, so to speak. Moments like this, when airborne, ease the hassle and tedium of getting here in the first place. It's funny how the act of traveling can completely obliterate any other agenda you might have. The French film director Francois Truffaut said that making a movie, or in this case a play, was like taking a stagecoach ride in the Wild West. At the start, you're filled with the excitement of the journey, but about halfway through, all you want to do is get to your destination. Touchdown onto this green and sceptered isle. But not so fast. The bags have not arrived, and we're describing them to the lost baggage office.
Missing bags.
It was in the system, but they weren't necessarily on the plane.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So they exist.
They do exist, yeah. But perhaps Sabina will be bringing them over instead of... They're going to yes. Yes, but I've just been informed that the jargon is such that... Well, we finally made it out of the airport and onto the motorways in this, our 17-seater minivan. Handles like a truck, because it is one. Or a lorry. Or a bus, to be exact.
Well, they gave me a full body search.
Yeah, wasn't that nice? Did you hear the guy?
The guy was a professional.
Oh, did you get searched?
I got searched, yeah. I'm going, hey.
The guy
Nice job.
There was a guy behind us who said, "I'll give you 5 minutes to stop that."
On the road again. Doesn't matter what country, doesn't matter what car. All that matters is the company you keep and to keep moving. We'll be in Keswick by nightfall at this rate. Maybe get a good night's sleep.
You will see it. We'll point it out. I think he was asking
The next day dawned clear and bright and vaguely familiar as we sat around in yesterday's underwear, because our bags had not yet arrived, nor would they for a while.
Anybody win a...
Notice everybody, did you notice, Chuck, everybody has British on?
Geez, I wonder why we have British Airways t-shirts on, you guys.
We're all in a group. Everybody's got some. Mary's got hers. Dave's
We're a
got
clan.
We're the British Airway clan.
Yeah, yeah. And we don't have it because they lost our luggage.
Well, that's a good shot. Sarah's left. British Airways sign.
Hey,
I'll see what's happening upstairs, and Donna's worried about getting compensation for this.
Donna found this great place to rent in Keswick. Neat, clean, and relatively cheap. Now she's negotiating with the airlines for our errant belongings.
No, I just wondered, is it New York or Chicago? We're in Michigan, which is near.
And that's
near
where
Detroit,
we're
Chicago.
headed
I'm
today.
Detroit's in Michigan, but
The fell called Cat Bells, just over across the valley there. Looking really inviting in this weather. We'll spend 3 nights here in Keswick to decompress a little, get over the jet lag.
That's it's the city halfway between Detroit and Chicago. It's Kalamazoo, Michigan.
The streets of Keswick. It's really great to see my countrymen and women walking the streets of Keswick, walking with that American self-confidence, like this was Tombstone and they were looking for the Dalton boys. I've lost sleep over the prospect of this drive. It's interesting enough in a car, but in a minibus, it's downright challenging. These roads to Cat Bells are barely wide enough for this vehicle, much less another car or van.
Whatever the biggest vehicle is, has the right of way.
Oops. Thank God for passing spaces.
See, I flashed my lights at him to let him know that he could come.
Thank goodness, just to focus.
Well, the bus is safely tucked away and we're on our feet, savoring the delights of the Newlands Valley, the quickest route up to Cat Bells. Worth a pause here to check out the scene, always beautiful.
It's windy out here. Huh.
Uh-oh. What's this? What do we got here? Humans and dogs. Jeremy making a new friend. These Brits going, oh boy, the Americans and their cameras. That's a nice shot. Summer Idol, I'll call it. Well, trudging our way uphill. Cat Bells is just a hill by any standards of elevation, but its grandeur is well out of proportion to its modest height, as you'll see when we get to the top.
Hanging on the tag on it. I said there are people that had the big badge up here and then tags all the way down to here for all the different walks that they've gone on. It was really pretty cool.
Got my rock. So that's why I'm not in shape. I live in a flat state.
He's resting.
He's resting. Okay, the camera's rolling. Who's gonna do it? Let's hear it.
The hills are alive with the sound of music.
Keep going, keep going.
I don't know the words anymore. Songs they have sung. A baritone started this. 1,000 years.
Mary Kay's freezing again.
There goes Sarah. Sarah's doing her spin. Well, how do you do it? Spins are important.
What a bunch of wimps. I'm turning the camera off and we're gonna start over. Go for it.
I don't know the words
pay to see this group in Edinburgh? Well, the wind's picking up a little, always does near the summit. Who's that? Mr. Universe? Circa 1935, it looks like. What are those poses, Jeremy? Jim Thorpe, All-American. Let's see who's bringing up the rear there. Oh, there's Marty. And let's see. Oh, there's Dave. And there's, who is that? Donna, Richard, and Tim. And just a few more steps to Precious Purchase on Summit Top. The Newlands Valley really looks great from Cat Bells. The landscape is tipped toward us here, throwing perspective all askew and the valley itself into deep relief. Lovely, lovely intake fields, hedgerows, trees, grass, sheep, cows. Britain at its best.
We only climbed 950 feet, put it that way, because we started at Little Town. So we climbed, you guys just climbed 950 feet. Big deal. Ooh, there's a photo op. Stay there, you guys, stay there. Okay. Now, once more with feeling, please.
Well, at least somebody had the foresight to bring some bubbly. Bacardi 151 is our usual tipple, but Jeremy's doing it right. We'll toast our boast right on its very top, the day we climbed Cat Bells. Everybody's flushed with the success of our achievement here, and why not? It's been a great climb and what's continuing to be a great day.
Sitting right on that rock like they were.
What's the height? Airlift. Yeah, if my knapsack on my back.
Here's to Scotland. Here's to our wonderful day so far in Keswick. To our wonderful upcoming production of Shakespeare's Longest Night when we get to Edinburgh. To our finding out all of our packages. They'll be here soon. To Chuck and Donna for forming this whole thing and getting us all together. For Tim and Nate for joining us on our trip. For all of us being here for this wonderful, wonderful journey. And many more days yet to come. And one last thing, which is the main reason why I brought the champagne up here at the top of the hill, is...
Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Good job.
You're crazy over here.
Unbelievable.
Okay. Cheers! Cheers!
Oh, what a good idea!
Cheers!
Okay, that was great. Let's do it again now. Only this time, let's switch positions, you guys. Let's see the ring. Where's the ring? Wow.
Did you guys all know about this?
No!
Did he tell us first? Smart. Oh,
Yeah.
Sarah.
Geez, guys, what do you think I should do? Do you think I should really do Hey, thanks for sharing that with us. miss you guys.
Me too.
What adventures these two will have together, with any luck, if fate and fortune smile in their direction.
I made it up there, and I got one side, and then I had to straddle the peak to get the top side. And two buddies had to give me a hand getting back down onto the garage. They started hypo.
That's Derwent water down there below us, with Keswick off in the distance to the left. Everybody pretty mellow at this point.
She was a preacher's wife for a lot of years and lived a life under the
youngest military. So they were all looked down on because of that.
Scolding.
Draws attention to a family of unmarried girls.
Something.
Gone to the festival, danced, played, had a good time. Would have just really been terrible. Her character was just like, who cares? I want to enjoy. And that's where the primal scream came from. And all of them cut loose at that point.
So, this is my great-grandma, and she lived till I was about maybe 11 or 12. She's very young there. I didn't know her when she looked like that, but it's a Grandma Galindo, and she has always loved Ireland and Scotland, and she had always taken trips and vacations there, and she always wanted to have her ashes spread over Ireland and Scotland while she wasn't cremated. So, my grandma sent this with me so I could do something special and leave a part of her here. So whether we burn this photo, or she sent a ribbon, whether we tie it to a tree and leave it somewhere, or rip it up and bury it, there's all kinds of ideas.
Or she said stick it to a wall at the place we're performing on a lodge or something.
Yeah, because she also always supported, my grandma was very much in performance and jazz band, and she's always singing and dancing, and,
Really?
and she would have been so proud of me to see why I would have taken myself today, yeah.
No, what we're going to do, you guys, is we're going to encase it in something and bury it, so that when you guys come
Not today.
next time or whatever, you can revisit it. Yeah.
Yes.
Isn't that lovely? This is just great. Oh, no, go back. Yeah. That was so nice. Oh, except for the spirit bottle or whatever that is.
Oh, they're doing it. They're doing it here. It's on camera.
Oh, man. It's so weird. I make you so long ago with Macbeth. I never thought I'd be in these clothes.
Mary Kay. Mary Kay. You said the word. Turn around 3 times and spit. Turn around 3 times and spit. She said the other one. It doesn't matter. You're the problem with the luggage. Right there. Do it.
I don't think she can do it.
She's gonna fall off the mountain.
Too much water.
3.
Now
Okay.
spit off that mountain.
That's all you have to do is only 3.
And spit over your shoulder. Don't spit on me. Spit over your shoulder.
I'm blocking the spit.
It was horrible. It was a huge movie. Ever spit?
No! My brother and I used to have spitting contests, mine.
Who won?
Kevin and I used to, because we'd spit like this, we'd go.
That was cool.
And we used to have spitting contests. He was good, though. He was very good.
As all good things must come to an end, descending back down to Newlands in expectation of other good things.
Capture this.
Wait for the top.
All right. Okay, yep, now. All right. Okay, Chuck. Slow down. Take it easy there, fella.
Our nice day has turned to gray, so typical for these parts. Had to make a stop for Sarah Nelson's gingerbread and to peek at Wordsworth's grave here in Grassmere. Let's see what the action is in the graveyard. Hey, that's a new sign. Wonder what happened to the old one. Retired due to old age, I suppose. Let's see what other action we can scare up here. Here's a typical scene coming up. Lichens and moss on tombstones. This is old Britain from times long past.
What's the verdict?
It's wonderful.
It's good.
It's very different, isn't it? It's bitey.
Stored in tins, it lasts for everything for years.
Really?
Very good. Different, isn't it?
It's still just mind-boggling to think.
This is the scene at Wordsworth's grave.
A bunch of natives running around in loincloths at that point, you know.
Hey, we still are, according to them.
This is true.
And everybody's making a little soggy trek down to St. James Church here in Troutbeck, where we shot the Burne-Jones window scenes. Everybody's very happy with their brawlies and their 151 induced state. Not much to do in these parts if it's raining, except grab your anorak or wind cheater or cagoule and your brawly and head out into it. But the scenery is just dripping with beauty, paying you great dividends for your effort.
Exactly. Ooh, the smart one. Grass. Good move. The moral of this story is don't buy umbrellas from the Dollar Tree. Tilt it down. Richard's okay. Richard's is okay. Richard's is fine.
Oh, Jeremy's is bad.
Jeremy's is bad.
Yeah, he got dripped in the middle.
Jeremy's is not the best. Nate's all right. Nate's good. And Dave has seen better days. And of course, Tim.
My psychic umbrella didn't work very
That was it. And the word is
car!
We're rested and revitalized, and we've got clean clothes. Our luggage finally arrived. And we're ready for Edinburgh and the great unknown. On the road to Edinburgh, exactly where we left off in episode 1. 11 people, 30 props, 15 set pieces, and 45 decorative items. We've decompressed in Keswick, and we've got our lost luggage back, and we're ready to perform in the world's largest festival of the arts. Well, sort of ready. We're still a little glazed over from travel and last night's fish and chips, not to mention the 151 in Troutbeck. Edinburgh opened up to us gray and slightly wet, not uncommon in this part of the world. But as with many places, it's the hearths and hearts of the inside of these stone edifices that'll make or break a venture into the great wide world, the other side of an ocean from Kalamazoo. Wish the streets were a little wider, though. Navigating this labyrinth is bad enough without feeling like a 4x4 squeezing through a keyhole. Old Reekie, as they call it, from times gone by when a fog-like pallor hung over the place from coal fires and homes and industry. We arrived at our digs, stiff and sore, and happy to be able to finally get down to what we've been planning and practicing for.
What's that, Dave?
I said it felt good. I got the knees to crack. They popped. They do function again.
Oh, Richard's got something going here. No kidding.
Hi, I'm Nate. Why, yes, I did just buy this sweater. How did you know? Yes, it is wool. Gosh, you're good. settled into the university housing here. 4 dorm rooms and a kitchen and a lounge make up a nice little unit. We'll take 3, please. And the sun actually decided to make an appearance today, as will we tomorrow. Tonight we've got 90 minutes to have our tech rehearsal at the theater to get ready to actually do what we've all been thinking about for so long. Entertainment center here, 2 dorm room night tables modified to hold a media center, providing programming in British and American television standards. And here it is, this year's Fringe Festival official guide, wherein is contained over 1,000 different plays and events to see in a 3-week period. We're only here for 1 week, though, too bad, because with all the competition, word of mouth is an essential component of publicity. Yep, here we are, adding our voices to the thousands who've come here from all over the world. This, however, is what we're up against. Page after page of performance possibilities. How does anyone decide? They look for recognizable names, I guess. Don't think Kalamazoo will ring any bells, but Shakespeare sure will. Shakespeare's Longest Night? I'd be intrigued with the title. Time to head out onto the Royal Mile to check out the action before our tech rehearsal tonight. Now, Edinburgh is usually a rather staid, rather conservative city, not to put too fine a point on it, but for the 3 weeks of festival, anything goes, and usually does. So much history in the 50-plus years of this event. I'll run through some names a little later. There it is, the section of the Royal Mile which houses the Fringe Festival offices and where the action spills out into the streets. A lot of buskers who have nothing to do with scheduled performances in theater spaces descend upon the city during festival to add a lively ambience to the whole scene. Yep, you see things you couldn't dream up at festival. Mechanized automatons singing American country music. And this, a well-dressed office suit, figuring it's probably easier to get around on bike for these 3 weeks. Well, I haven't been here long enough to need a rant, but see me in a week. From Poland is doing Shakespeare's Coriolanus, and they're doing the best publicity they could, advertising it on the street, handing out flyers, so people might choose them that night instead of the 999 others. Looks pretty good. If they weren't performing the same time as us, I'd be tempted.
Oh, this way, round the back.
Pigs in the city. Always room for a porker or two. Here's a good example of a close, C-L-O-S-E, or a close, as the Scots would say. Lock this up and you've got instant defense. Open it and it leads down to another part of the city. Ah, to be young and in Edinburgh during festival. When I was her age, I would come here for the festivals and dream about the day I might be involved in a show here. Time and circumstance burned that dream out of me, but 30 years later, the back door opened up and here I am, staring down Advocate's Close and contemplating my opening night tomorrow. World's smallest kite, 3 pounds or 3 quid, best use slang here at the hippest place in Scotland. Okay, where are they? Oh, okay, there they are. These guys are all the way from Belarus in the old Soviet Union, trying to drum up interest in their show tonight. Mark Chagall is a good title, I suppose, better than Gammer Gurton's Needle. Look at these faces. Where else can you see all these faces from around the world in one place? Any big city, I suppose, but not ready to perform for you, not ready to speak to you in their own voices and with their own ideas for the price of a theater ticket. Here on Princes Street, not princess, feminine singular, but princes, masculine plural, the busiest shopping street in the city. That's the Scott Monument on the right there, sacred to the memory of Sir Walter. This is a world-class cosmopolitan center, Edinburgh, and it's full of statues and spires. It's called the City of Spires by some. And off in the distance there, I'll just zoom in it for you there, this is one of the many Edinburgh statues here on George Street. And right next to the busy Princes Street is the wide swath of green gardens just below the cliff here, with great buildings punctuating the view. Look at those apartments, or flats as they would call them, looking downright Bavarian. And spires, of course, lots of spires. And a pan to the right shows the temporary grandstands they set up for the military tattoo every year at festival in the forecourt of the castle. Yep, right here, smack in the middle of town, is a castle, folks, damnedest thing. Built right on top of a volcanic plug, an old volcano, no less. Imagine having this in your view every time you went downtown. And they've got a mountain called Arthur's Seat in town as well. A castle and a mountain. Not to forget the palace and the gardens already mentioned. It's quite a place. And here's the gardens, an easy escape from the hustle of commerce and the persistence of the festival. Okay, a short history of the castle. Built on a burned-out volcano, you already know that. Shaped by ice and man, yeah. 150 million years ago, Castle Rock was an erupting volcano thrust up from a wide river plain. Ice sculpted the old volcano during the so-called Ice Age, blah, blah, blah. Great pictures etched into the plaque here, impervious to vandals and graffiti. The volcano was first built upon by man in 1125. Whoa, there's been a castle of sorts there for 900 years. And a tilt up to Princes Street Gardens and the real castle itself. The Scotch thistle, favorite horticultural element of the Scottish landscape. It's their insignia as well. Sharp and pointy, prickly and dangerous, with an unexpected flash of beauty and color at the top. And never too far away from a statue or a spire. This is an evocative piece, more so for us as visitors to this proud land, because this one commemorates the relationship of the U.S. with Scotland in a time of need. This is Calton Hill on the far end of Princes Street, with the old Royal Scottish Observatory on one end and a wall of the Parthenon replica. They ran out of money, so it remains unfinished. Gray sky, gray pavement, gray walls, gray houses and buildings, gray bricks in the street, with gobbed-on paint of a double yellow line saying no parking here at any time. It's a handsome gray, though. At the castle now. Tonight, pipe and drum bands from around the world will create a wailing wall of whiny sound reverberating throughout the city. Guy in a kilt. Don't call it a skirt. Don't laugh. There it is. The mountain right in the middle of town, Arthur's Seat, looking so completely in place here that you wonder that every city doesn't have one. Look at that. We'll all be climbing that soon, hopefully in the next couple of days. Can hardly wait. Another great view of these Alpine apartments next to the castle. Can't imagine the rent on one of these. Here's a great shot of the military tattoo in action. The grandstands are full, the bands are in full regalia and full voice. It's quite an occasion to witness the banging squeal in person. The ticket kiosk for the tattoo sold out this year. And in a flight of whimsy, the sign stating sold out forever. Not entirely true. Back on the Royal Mile now, the old street between the castle and the palace, 1 mile long. Great shop here, filled to overflowing with all things Scottish, including this guy here. And these fine namesakes of the northern Celts here. Inside now, more of same. And behind the counter here, if I can get a shot, a guy in a skirt. That's what my cast should do, paint their faces red and hand out flyers all day. That's what you gotta do. I didn't have the heart to make them do it, though. They deserve far better than that. They deserve to see some of the sights instead of working like dogs all day on marketing the show. Maybe we should all dress up in drag and call it Shakespeare's longest body part. That'd guarantee an audience. Just as these boys. Tea with the lads. A little bit of crumpet. Calton Hill again. This city's got so many great landmarks. It's so coldly imposing, all rock and stone. It's managed over the years, however, to maintain its vitality without losing its sense of the past, without erasing its heritage in a swell of modernization. Because behind these old stone walls beats a modern, thriving commercial center. These people of the 21st century live hand in glove with their ancestors, those who came before, in a way that speaks well for the delicate balance of forward thinking and backward preservation. Okay, enough sightseeing for a while. It's time to get over to the theater for our tech rehearsal. To the church, more like. With over 1,000 different acts in town, any spare property is converted into a performance space. Ours is in Kirklefield Church. Kirk meaning church, and O'Field meaning of the field. Church in the field. Dave rushed in to get the scoop before we could even unload the van. Let's hear what he has to say.
It has 2 locks on the door. It's small, but it is more than adequate for us for dressing room. There is a bathroom right around the corner from it. We can use the main entrance into the space for entrance for our actors to come in from stage right. There is a door that goes through into the kitchen that they can use for entrance onto the stage from stage left. Just that door needs to be closed when they come through because of fire marshal, because it's coming through the kitchen. I am going to be able to run both lights and sound for us. If we want one, they will provide us with 1 crew member, but it's 6 pounds per hour. So I said, that's okay, I can run it all.
Pretty good. It's got about 60 seats. Couldn't afford the larger theater. Full lighting grid, backlight even, decent sound system. I think we're going to be okay.
Would you fire
We
up the
couldn't
stage
afford
lights
to ship
and
our
kill the
set pieces from the States, so Donna and I had found some inexpensive wood garden furniture and figured a way to clad it in wood or cover it with cloth to evoke Shakespeare's living quarters circa 1610.
tight.
Good, that's good.
I don't think we need to center it. It might break it.
Forget
Put more
that center
pressure
then.
on it.
Yeah, I think centering it does. Too late.
Here, undo it.
That's probably not laced right, but I. Oh, I see where it is.
Everybody beavering away, each with their own separate tasks. We've got 90 minutes for our tech.
Run in here, and we can do a nice crossfade. Oh, that works. We just went from tape to mini. That works.
It ain't much, but it's enough, hey?
Mission accomplished. We just finished sorting out our set before the next group arrived to do their tech. Went like clockwork. Driving back through the darkened streets, we all felt a little relieved, as we always do after tech rehearsal. But our preparation wasn't over yet. Prudence dictated that we brush up our Shakespeare before we opened tomorrow. It had been a week since we performed at the API, and we mustn't be rusty on opening night, not after all the work we'd done before this. So a tired cast sat late into the night, running our lines one more time.
Yes?
Well,
Yes, thanks. And you?
who are you?
Ned. Ned Poins.
What a great group of people. No complaining, doing what we all knew had to be done. True professionals all.
Is this not odd? To be here without him.
The Will.
Yes, Will.
Why ever not?
And after everyone had trundled off to their own flats, I had one last bit of marketing to finish. I couldn't wait till we opened tomorrow. Maybe then I could relax a little, burdened only with performing the play instead of all this busy work of set building and poster making. Opening night played out drizzly and damp, but we didn't let that get us down.
New hat,
They have man.
new shirt,
Yeah.
new man.
I've become a native.
He's gone native.
I have.
Let's see your little makeup case.
It's really lovely.
Thank
Just
you.
for the show. The chapstick can't go anywhere without that.
Plenty of rainy days, you can see by the water of the road.
And here we see
oh, yeah.
Mickey dressed as Guildenstern. His usual clothes.
It's Mickey.
Maybe it was the other way around. It's plaid pants.
There you go.
And that's what we're going to do tonight. Steamroller that audience.
Cool.
Kirkerfield Church, housing 2 or 3 different performance spaces, I think. I like this venue. It's got rugged character and a solid carriage. And there we are, adding our voices to the others on this world stage. Okay, it's an hour before curtain and we've got to scramble. Donna and I went to a home store to get these drying racks and broomsticks to make some place to hang our costumes. Because we were not allowed to use the designated dressing room we were promised, something about no room because of the size of the group preceding us. We were told to come to the theater in costume. Right. Besides violating a basic tenet of the theater, I was not about to let that happen. 7 actors, 29 Elizabethan costumes, duh. So I negotiated for this room and got some money refunded from our rental fee for the space. It ended up being a really great room, all Gothic windows and hardwood cladding. Just had to figure out a way to hang the costumes, which we did. Ah yes, life on the road, full of all sorts of unexpected and unwelcome surprises. But again, everyone went with the flow. They all took it in their stride.
A life in the theater. Life on the road in Edinburgh.
And did those
Marty even obliged me and sang a tune from one of the hymnals.
Walk upon England's mountains green, and was the holy Lamb of God on England's pleasant pastures seen. With the confidence divine, of the heart of quiet hills, and the Jerusalem
What a mature, sweet-spirited group of people. They certainly made my job a lot easier.
Shakespeare.
Oh, okay.
And Dave going through his own last-minute prep for what is going to be a very complicated show for him. The previous group has finished their performance, and we have 10 minutes to set up for ours.
Just busy work to do.
For what?
During Act 2, I'm sitting down in the chair and you're talking to me and Ben, and I'm doing something, but I don't paper anymore because I had to figure
What about it?
I had to steal a moment to focus on my own task, to forget everything that transpired up to this point, and to become William Shakespeare in 1610. I did some articulation to limber up the old delivery system.
Mimicking him, hiccuping, and inexplicably welcoming him in.
Every spot of glue or a tool that would help to repair a piece of velvet cord jewelry.
We're a well-oiled machine now. Our army of 2 technicians is lighting candles. We got permission from the local authorities for naked flame, and running through light and sound cues. Pre-show music up, the audience chattering away in the lobby, actors backstage going through final prep. The culminating moment of months of hard work and preparation will soon be upon us. Set looks great, not bad for on the road and on the cheap. We're about to perform a play about England's favorite son in a land where they take no prisoners. Long live the theater.
I'll hear no more of it. But sir, he's come. No more, I say. Tell him I'm incapacitated for the moment. Tell him he'll have my pages in the morning.
Will you take your meal?
Just wine. Bring me my wine.
Ye elves of hills, brooks, standing lakes, and groves. That's good.
You're famous for your speech.
Thank you.
Quick wit and sharp tongue.
I know.
I'm famous for my guile and prowess and cunning.
I know.
I could vex you.
I believe you could.
I, you little bug. I'll squash you like a New World tomato.
Oh,
You tricked me.
Tricking the trickster, my specialty.
Do you really think I let that village idiot have his way with me?
Oh, yes, Petruchio, it's the moon.
Yes, Petruchio, it's the bloody sun. You're hurting me. Good. Stop.
No.
Please.
No.
You're hurting me. Get used to it.
Enough of this caterwauling! Enough, I say!
He's away.
It's your fault.
So it is. Hail Caesar.
Get out of my mind.
Not bad, I'm just wrote that way.
He's right, Master Will. What's wrong?
Life is wrong, dear one. Life is all wrong. You're beginning to irritate me.
You made her.
Oh, yeah?
You made her.
I only wish I hadn't made quite so much of you.
You want to know the rest of our story, Master Will? It's been a wonder so far.
Well, it is a wonder.
Especially the sword play, Will. I am Fortune's fool. I'll take that, Prince of Cats, and that, ha!
Mercutio dead, Tittle dead, Paris dead. Everyone who touched you, boy, have
Finally, Juliet and her Romeo. Dead.
Well said.
Truth is always the best.
Next time, Will, do it yourself.
It had to be done.
Well, Shakespeare writes and writes some more, writing such a lofty chore, then calls on us to sweep the dust from off the floor.
They had to be told.
Yes, but not by us, Will.
Benedict!
Benedict! Get it out of your system, woman, then leave me in peace.
Never, my love.
We're a match made in heaven.
Or in hell.
Must you always finish my sentences?
Must you always begin them?
What have you? You have me bloody and bumbled. A preposterous agent of ineffectuous misadventure. Just another bloody bodkin on a corpse-strewn stage.
I gave you my best words.
Words!
You died like a man.
I died like a dog! You made me die like a dog.
You know nothing about it.
I am not your son, Will.
You know nothing about it.
I am not your son,
You
Will.
are my son. My heavens above and demons below, you are my son. He was beautiful, but he was sad. Like you. Anne would say, wait till he grows, wait till he grows. Well, I waited, didn't I?
11
years I waited for him to laugh or play. My most clear image, my most abiding remembrance is my son, sitting on the banks of the Avon, or on the path to Snitterfield, looking nothing so much as a deeply troubled soul.
I've always admired you.
Have you?
Well, you're so forceful, so manly.
But he prefers you, doesn't he?
I meant no.
I'm not. He's coming. You must remember me.
No.
Now, do you remember?
Oh, yes. Anne?
Yes.
Wife?
Yes.
I told you never to come here.
I'm not here.
I told you never to come here.
I'm not here. I'm in Stratford, tucked away safe as houses. I'm not real, Will.
Not real. What are you then?
So this is where you stay when you're here. Phew, not much, is it?
I work and I sleep.
And what else, Will? What else have you got up to here in London?
I'll be home soon.
So you say. So you've said. Does she stay here with you?
Who?
Your lady, Will, your dog.
Enough of that.
Does she?
I can't live here anymore. London. The smell of blood in the streets.
This cold night will turn us all to fools and madmen.
And the thought of going back to Stratford. I've hoarded grain, you know. The people are hungry and my barns are full, enough to feed the parish.
The people love you here.
Yes, but they fear me in Stratford. I'm a gentleman. I walk the streets like a god. So may the outward shows be least themselves. The world is still deceived with ornament.
That, sir, which serves and seeks for gain and follows but for form,
Leave me.
will pack when it begins to rain and leave thee in the storm.
Leave me!
Why may a dog, a horse, a rat have life and I have no breath at all?
You have struck it, Paul. Yes, you have struck it. To be or not to be, fool. Yes. Yes. Yes, look. Yes. Here you are, fool. There you are. Look. To be or not to be there. Hey.
I will leave you now.
Leave me now.
I will leave you to sleep.
Yes, leave me to sleep. And come to me no more.
I will come no more. Never, 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 never.
Good. Rather bear those ills you have than fly to others you know not of.
court's conscience does make cowards of us all. And the native hue of resolution is sickly o'er with a pale cast of thought. And enterprise is so great that moment when currents turn awry and lose the name of action. Action!
Sleep well. May God be with you. We'll be back. We'll be back.
We're working out.
Did somebody give me a job description on this job? No, I didn't. I dare you, go into the car, go ahead.
You know I'm fearless with this camera.
I know.
The glamorous nightlife of an actor.
Yeah.
Now we,
Yeah.
we can only film you filming, you know, seeing all the peanuts bouncing off you as
Drat.
they're going through.
Sorry, I forgot that.
Well, we had a great opening and we're starved, waiting here for a pizza-like substance. Won't be as good as home. The other half of us is in the pub, of course.
I've been nervous about it, and I felt really good about tonight's show.
Yeah.
You know how I knew about this place, right?
Jeremy, who's your new friend? That's his name. Look at that smile.
Come on, get on. Don't look at that. Come on.
It is so cool. It's a lot of fun.
What's your name?
Diffusion. Cindy.
Oh, fuck.
Look longingly at the pizzas, you guys, like you were.
Always direct.
You shut up.
Good luck. Bye-bye.
Have great shows.
Okay, you too. Yo, Teddy,
All right, we're off. Farewell to the dancers we met, and the pizza lady and her legless brother. 6 large pizzas should fill our cake holes nicely.
There's got to be 10,000 people.
Yeah.
It goes all the way back.
Yes.
The line goes all the way back to
The
the
crowd goes all the way back. You can't even see the end of the crowd.
We're not going anywhere. For a while.
Stuck in traffic as the throngs are descending from the tattoo at the castle. 11 hungry people, 6 pizzas, and thousands of tattoo folks.
The show goes at the same time as Tattoo, so they can't see it. And it doesn't play Sunday night, so they're staying till Monday.
Well, I think we're stuck for a little while.
No, the cops are stopping people, I think, in groups. Only letting so many people go at a time. It looks like it.
I thought they were, but people keep moving.
Oh my gosh, we're moving. The police are letting us through.
But it might be Grass Market. You're going to turn right on that street.
How many thousands of people are there?
Getting home, of course, takes a little navigational prowess. European and British streets don't usually follow a regular grid pattern like ours in the States, and their maps may or may not represent each and every street. Guiding us merry pranksters usually falls to the indefatigable Donna. Here she's led us to the Champs-Élysées and the Arc de Triomphe. Actually, this is my video of Claude Lelouch's film, where he travels in a Ferrari at speed through the streets of Paris. Well, we're flushed with the success of our opening night. We're full of pizza, and we look forward to a big day tomorrow of sightseeing and doing it all again. It's a fine day today, so we're going to climb Arthur's Seat before the show tonight.
Do that again, Sarah. All right.
I'm so doing that.
I can do it too. But is it the ruins over here? Yeah.
That's a great shot.
Here's the ruined chapel on the side of Arthur's Seat that I thought would make an excellent place to bury Sarah's great-grandmother's picture. Found the perfect spot. Now we've just got to do it away from prying eyes so no one digs it up when we're gone.
Is it rocky under there?
Yeah, kind of, but it's...
Should break it up first, then. Oh man, we'll take this really deep, aren't we?
There's our destination, Arthur's Seat, 800 plus feet tall. Just a hill, actually, but looking every inch a mountain from here.
Aye, he's stealing a little piece of the Scotland. A little piece of the Scottish rocks.
Yeah. Cool. I think that's awesome. I think it is. Let me get closer.
Got Grandma Borgading being left in Scotland where she was never able to make it. Now she's having a part of her left on Arthur's Seat, so she'll be here forever. You guys should leave the letter in here as well, guys.
Sure. Read the letter.
It's good luck on your trip. Knock those socks off in the theater. Here's the picture of Grandma Borgading to either hang on a high tree branch or tear it up and leave it, but don't get caught for littering. Bury it or something. I'm also sending you this little bit of cash. Oh, did you do that?
for all of your friends to share with.
Have fun, be safe, be good. This is what's it says, She wrote a little something to her own mom back here. My grandma is Grandma Iris. This is Grandma Borgerding. It says, Mom, you didn't make it to Scotland, but with the help of Sarah, we got you there in spirit and thought this photo, through this photo. I love you, Iris. Dated 8/2/01.
Very cool.
There she goes. Love you, Grandma.
Apparently, you know, family legacy. Going the other direction.
Should put my Irish flag on the other side.
Cool.
It was my grandma's. She opened up her jewelry box and said, "Oh, go ahead, everyone, just go ahead and take something out of there."
Okay, why does everyone in your family sound like this? Oh, just go.
We're all friendly people. Yeah, it's a relaxing way of saying just welcome to our home.
Okay.
Big fairy on the other side.
The tin has been successfully buried, unseen by intruders. And now Sarah and Jeremy can come in some future time to unearth it and relive the moment when they fulfilled her great-grandmother's wish. And now the real trek begins, onward and upward.
Never. You're doomed. The Rock of Sisyphus.
Halfway up, and there's an Aussie entertaining the hikers.
Rise like a nosebleed. Your head hurts and you can't breathe. Try to throw your arms around the world.
Yeah. I'll look at it. I'll be able to.
What's her name?
Kirsty.
Kirsty.
Ah, that's a good Scottish name.
Kirsty.
Almost there. Everybody's employing various means of physical and emotional strategy to get to the top. Check out this red rock. We see it in the buildings below, too. We made it, the summit of Arthur's Seat. We've been plagued by these pesky flying ants on the way. One local said they grow wings only one day of the year. Today, apparently, just our luck.
See, here's where you can see where you are. It's, oh my God. It's worth it though. Really. Well, no, it's not.
For our venue.
I found the Mexican restaurant at Mother's.
You did?
Down here?
The orange face on the front.
Oh my gosh. Yes.
Jeremy found the vicinity of Kirkefield, where we've been performing, by sighting the orange facade of Mother's Restaurant, where we ate our first night here. There it is. We had a great Mexican meal the night we arrived. With a window view of Arthur's Seat, where now we stand. Stopped at a grocery store to stock up. It's fun to watch Americans overseas in a food store. What's Marmite? You don't want to know. What's Turkish Delight? The jelly in a box of chocolates. What's Bubble and Squeak? Cabbage and potatoes. What's Spotted Dick? I beg your pardon. When we're home, we whip into a store, grab the goods, and bust out in a hurry. Here, we stare dazedly at the packages and bounce around back and forth, looking for something that's just not there. Look at him. Oh, there's Mary Kay. Ooh, I wonder if treacle would be good on bread. Ooh, suet pudding. I wonder what that is. We're going to squeeze one last delight in before the show tonight. Craigmillar Castle, a good example of a ruined castle. The Brits are good at taking a historical ruined building and making a park out of it. A great place to explore. Castles were the first and last line of defense against the enemy in earlier times, before gunpowder was used to blast them to smithereens. Ruined castles are great places for contemplation. They're set in green swards of grass, meticulously maintained, and there's enough of the structure left to allow your imagination free rein. And ruined castles and churches have become unique entities in and of themselves, a place to see irregardless of their past or previous purposes. An interesting place to be, notwithstanding their history. A place simply to hang out, as one would do in a park. A place to explore. And there usually is a guidebook or illustration or two to help your understanding of the previous use of this place if you're so interested. This explains how different this place used to look. We're seeing just the bare, drafty skeleton of the castle, nothing like what it used to be, with soft goods and furnishings all around, with wood and cloth and people and dogs and food and music and the warmth of fires to cheer the place. Yep, just the bare bones of what once was, like trying to recognize a living person from a bare skeleton without the flesh and the skin and the sinew and the hair and the eyes and the lips that make up so much of what we are as humans. Or like trying to see the great shape of a whale or an elephant just by looking at their skeletons. Arthur's Seat off in the distance can actually see people at the top. Swatting flies, no doubt. Oops, we freeze it for you there. Stop the shaking, sorry about that, and freeze. And to the left is Salisbury Crags, where Marty and Richard were headed today. No mean achievement in itself. Look at that, thrust up at an oblique angle. And off in the distance to the left there is, can you guess? Can you see it? Edinburgh Castle. Sightseeing over, we head back to the theater with the great backdrop of Salisbury Crags. Well, another show, another appreciative house. and the
not
post-show
fun.
party
It's
in the flat.
151, you guys. You know what it does to me. It makes me crazy. Oh, that was good. I got that. Thank you, Sarah. We'll just cut that.
Didn't we blow my nose? Oh, we had to do another fashion show. We got some more stuff.
Ooh, let's do it.
More clothes today?
Camera's rolling.
I got mine all packed away.
Go for it, Mary Kay.
Oh, I got some leather pants.
Oh, you did?
And
Dark
Jeremy got a leather
forest
coat.
green.
You got that coat, right?
Yep.
He got a leather sports coat.
For 8 pounds.
Are these things packed away?
Yes.
Too bad.
Well, yours was accessible.
It's accessible.
Okay, do it. Let's see it.
Okay.
Come on.
The creases will never.
Are you going to get it? Or no? You know, are mine accessible or not?
I don't know.
Don't worry about it. Maybe you can grab my 2 drinks for me though.
Oh, the belly.
Dave,
Yeah.
Do you have a lighter?
Yeah.
Hey, Jeremy.
happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Dave. Happy birthday to you.
Thank you. I don't know if I can blow that out after all this walking.
We finally had the surprise birthday party for Dave.
You know how he wanted to do it? He wanted to say,
Now we're-
hey, come in, we'll have your surprise birthday party.
He wouldn't believe us.
Now we need the 4th of July sparklers.
You could wear one of those things like nude, you know, and it would just
Do what it needed to do.
Probably would.
Sprite?
Yeah.
the sport.
Well, maybe not.
Sprite.
Sprite?
No, what do you mean?
Sprite? Sprite.
Do it.
D-U-A-R-T.
And this is a chunk of material or a
This
kilt?
is enough material to
To make a kilt.
find my seamstress in Kalamazoo and have a kilt made for them.
Very
for
cool.
about a third of, maybe even a quarter of the price.
Sure.
It's the biggest I could find. It's just
So you haven't
undermade.
shown him any of this stuff?
Oh, that looks good. Yeah. That's going to be cool.
And there's more.
And
Oh.
Ah.
Sporin?
Sporin.
Cool.
Says on the back,
There's like a belt.
Margaret Morrison, handmade in Scotland.
Wow.
Oh, he'll like that.
He will. Well, it's gone by quickly, and we find ourselves at our last day in Edinburgh. Final performance tonight. Just enough time for a little sightseeing before curtain. Never know what you're going to see on the Royal Mile. Great costume. The little bugger doesn't do anything, though. Probably make more than we will. Sir Walter Scott, great writer, greatly appreciated by the Scots, and this is the monument they built in his memory. You can actually climb to the top of it for a great prospect on the city, if you've got a head for heights, that is. It doesn't have the broad base of Arthur's Seat, and is a little airy near the top. The castle skyline from the Mound, one of the classic views of Edinburgh. Just saw Jack Claff here in the Assembly Rooms venues. He's been doing his one-man shows for the Fringe for many years. The Assembly Rooms are one of the premier places to rent for your performances here in Edinburgh. We could only afford our studio space on the other end of town. But hey, we're in the game, along with many other names who have come to Edinburgh. Peter Cook, Dudley Moore,
Jonathan Miller, all the Pythons, Rowan Atkinson, Emma Thompson, Ben Elton, Rick Mayall, a young Robin Williams at college, and scores of actors well known in Britain who've played at the RSC and the National. Always the added element of on the edge at the fringe portion of the festival. Which edginess is most incongruous with the solid rock, gray and black of the city and the Calvinist backbone of Old Reekie here. Back at Princess Street in the shadow of Castle Rock. Another shot of Scott's Monument and Calton Hill in the background. One of the quaint illusions of this place is to stand on a rock-solid pavement in this very sturdy place and then to panorama quite a little way below your feet. Greyfriars Bobby. This replica commemorates the real dog, who, faithful in life, would show inhuman loyalty in death by presiding over the grave of his master for some many, many years, till the little guy went to the great doghouse in the sky himself. The Scots are not without sentiment. And they commemorate everything with a pub, too. Scottish ale and Scottish whiskey, Scotch to you. The rain is typical. You ignore it or gently wave it aside with a brawly. Open-top bus, an unlikely challenge on a day like this. This is one of those defining shots of the city, the castle from the other side, looking like it grew out of the rock. Yeah, Edinburgh. It ain't your Costa del Sol, no beaches here. But it has a real grandeur and a handsome exterior. It's not Rome, it's more like a place of yore, the city of the Goths, where ruled Megalon the Munificent. Edinburgh had punk before we knew the latest incarnation of the name. Always been a city with an edge. Another defining shot here, and the last one. We got to get to the theater. Right above the main shopping street filled with taxis and people and commerce of the most diverse, there sits this castle on this huge rock, this huge extinct volcano. It's the damnedest thing. Look at that. This is not a pretty town, it's a handsome one. Rough hewn out of big material, but then polished, but not too much. It's a big and grand place, but it's not overwhelmingly huge. It's not a megapolis. It's this little city that thrusts up monuments and spires and statues that match the greatness of the natural surroundings. Calton Hill, Arthur's Seat, and here, the great Castle Rock. Our last show in Edinburgh, 2001. Well, that was it. 1 week, 6 shows later. It was very interesting playing to a European audience. They laughed in many of the same places as back home, and in others we weren't expecting. My attempts to play to audiences on both sides of the Atlantic seems to have paid off. I was worried about splitting the difference and pleasing neither, but I was happy to discover that this piece did equally well here as back home. The glamorous life of an actor on the road, otherwise known as strike and run. I left a little memento. Some of the pages Will tossed into the air never came down. As we scurried to strike the set, I realized that we had pulled off a major undertaking, especially for a group with no institutional support, especially for a group of people who paid for the whole thing ourselves. I'll always remember this one. The most logistically and artistically challenging, and because so, the most rewarding. Farewell to Edinburgh, where we raised our voices on the world stage, and where the world stage said, "You mean there really is a Kalamazoo?" Back to our home in the lakes. The rest of the cast is scattered hither and yon. Jeremy and Sarah, Dave and Nate are flying to the States as I speak. Mary Kay and Mickey have stayed on a couple of days in Edinburgh to see the tattoo. Tim's in London, and Marty and Richard are visiting friends in the south of England. Donna and I are chilling for a couple of days, taking my favorite walk to Crummock Water every day. Being here in this natural setting helps to contrast the intensity of the last few months. From assembling a cast, writing the script, to securing the venue, planning the trip, getting the costumes and set pieces and props, playing in 3 theaters in Kalamazoo, and then riding shotgun on the whole accelerating shebang till we opened successfully in Edinburgh. Got to know some really nice people on this project and renew my acquaintance with other favorites. Would like to have been successful in seeking some funding, even partial, for this project. Just what the hell is a godforsaken emerging artist anyway? Will someone please explain that concept to me? Guess Edinburgh isn't good enough for them. I swear if Uncle Irving were still alive, he'd have helped us out with Edinburgh. Those who can do. Those who can't don't, I guess. Yeah, it'll take me a year to pay back the money I spent on this gig. But I can't think of my money being better spent. To have added our voices to Europe's finest, and to the brave hearts from Belarus as well. It was a crazy thing to do, and it was a really tricky and difficult thing to do. Which, of course, is why I did it. Because I could. And with the help of Donna and Dave, and Mickey and Mary Kay, Richard, Marty, Jeremy and Sarah, we did it well. We did it very well indeed. What a ride. See you back home in America. See you on the other side.